What's up, cloud gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a comparison video with hardware showcasing the Gamesir X2 Type-C 2021 compared to the Gamesire X2 Type-C 2020. As you guys can see in this video right here, this is the 2020 Type-C. I will be honest with you and tell you guys that there's not really a lot of difference when it comes to the two. The main thing that you will notice here is that the D-pad has been upgraded with the 2021 version. So if you are not too worried or too concerned about having the proper D-pad, then you should just be fine. And that's what you'll see in this review. Honestly speaking, again, nothing much has really changed. But when it comes to design, you see it right here, looks really good. But again, the D-pad really sticks out and shines. And when you're playing fighting games, definitely this is the keypad to go with. But again, if you're just comfortable playing games and not using the D-pad at all, then again, you should be fine. So let me just go over some of my gripe with this, right? There's something with the triggers. It feels good to hit the triggers, but it makes a clicking sound that kind of gets annoying, especially like when you're trying to play this in the stealth. So again, that'll be one of my biggest gripe. And then the second thing is that the USB Type-C port is on one side. So if your phone does not support the proper side, then you might not be able to use this. And speaking about USB Type-C, that's another thing to take into mind. If your phone does not support a USB Type-C, then you probably cannot use this device. So again, just showing this off, showcasing what it looks like compared with both of them. Now let's get into some gameplay and show what this actually looks like running and playing games. Let's get into it. Alright, so we have NBA 2K running on Google Stadia right here. And something that you'll notice, trying to fit this into the port takes a little getting used to. And again, every phone is different, so you definitely got to be gentle sliding this in, because again, you don't want to mess up your USB Type-C port. But once you put it in, it should be good to go. And I have to say right off the bat, this feels really good and really comfortable just playing games. Again, it feels like the Nintendo Switch. If you are used to the Joy-Cons, that's kind of what this feels like. The triggers, again, are not the greatest, but they work pretty fine. And something that you see here is that these have special buttons. For instance, if you push this button down here, it brings up the menu, kind of like pushing the Google Stadia home button. Pulls up the Google Stadia home menu to where you can see your friends and you can message your friends and all that stuff. And there's also a screenshot button that lets you take screenshots of your gameplay, and this stores in the Google Stadia's gallery. So this controller has some pretty neat features tied into the buttons. You could say that it's $10 cheaper than the Razer Kichi, but that is up to you guys to make that decision which one is best for you. The advantage that this has over the Razer Kichi is that you can use it on more phones. The Razer Kichi has a plastic that prevents phones that are not compatible with it not to work, but this does not have that, so you can use this on more devices. My biggest gripe with this controller for the 2020 version is the button placement, and it is still similar here in the 2021 version. But what I mean by this is that this has a Nintendo Switch like button placement to where the X and A buttons should be where the Y and the B buttons are. So when playing the games, it's easy for you to hit the wrong buttons. You definitely have to program your brain to be comfortable with these button placements. So you might not have to adjust, but I'm telling you guys, it definitely messed me up in a lot of play sessions because I just kept continue pushing the wrong buttons. Now the company has said that you can use the app to map the buttons, but I have to tell you, the app is one of the worst apps that I've ever seen in my life. It almost feels like it's bugged out, and it can potentially give you a malware or virus. They ask you to update the app multiple times, but even with updates, the app still does not fix the issue. Another issue that I have with this controller is that you can plug in your USB charger while playing a game, and it should be able to charge your phone through this controller grip, but this does not work for all of the phones. And so my phone here, as you can see, does not charge as it's plugged in to a USB-C adapter. And honestly speaking, there's hardly no way to tell. There's some phones that on this list that does not work. There's some phones on the list that supported that do work. Final verdict: should you get this controller grip if you have the 2020 version? And I will go ahead and say no, because there's really no major update. All these issues that I've brought up here are present in the 2020 version, and my thoughts were I hope that they would have fixed all of these in the 2021, but as you can see here, all these issues still exist in the 2021 version. My recommendation, I personally would say, if your controller can work with the Razer Kichi, I know it's $10 more, but it's a better alternative to this. But if your phone does not work with the Razer Kichi, then this is not a bad second choice. And to let you guys know, this works on all of the cloud game platforms. I've tried it with Google Stadia, GeForce Now, xCloud, and Shadow, as you guys have seen in this video. So if you're a cloud gamer, it's safe to say that you can use this for most cloud game platforms. Alright fellas, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, for we do a lot of cloud gaming hardware reviews, more to come. As next, I'm going to be showcasing one of the most budget tablets for cloud gaming. Alright fellas, appreciate you guys. We'll catch you next one. Till next time fellas, peace out.